All right, let's have a look. I just thought of something here at the main floor. Now, when we did these walls, I should point out, when I said create similar and I start to draw these walls, I'm starting to go a bit quicker here, but we should always glance over here at, where's the base? Make sure you're in the right level, and it'll assume that as your base level up to, etc. And it's smart enough to remember those last properties, but you should always have a look over here at when you do start to draw a wall at what is the top and bottom of the wall. Okay, what level are you actually on, or the floor plan of the level? Now, that's all fine and dandy. I just wanted to point that out, that our walls are in fact in the right place. So let's move our section over here, escape, and let's click and just kind of verify that. Yeah, there's our floor plate. There's our walls going up to that minus the 250. Okay, now some of you are probably wondering, just a second here, there's no stairwell in here. Okay, that's what we're going to do now. So we're going to decide on where we want. And I think what we'll do is, I think we'll notch, I think we'll just put the stairway in here, going straight up, and then kind of come out in the corridor upstairs, because we're going to kind of create the same corridor upstairs. So let's do that. Now, to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the second floor. I'm going to cut a hole in the floor there so I can look down into the main floor. So when I draw the stairway, I'll be able to see it coming up through the floor, if you know what I mean. So watch. I'm going to go to the second floor. I'm going to make sure that my select elements by face is turned on. I'm going to pick on here. It's going to tell me that it is my floor, and I'm going to say edit boundary. Notice also that I've got an underlay. I can see my floor below. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a hole in the floor by just using a rectangle and making a great big square, and bigger than what I'm going to need. And then just hit finish. Would you like the walls to attach? No. Escape. So now I have a hole in the floor. I can see down into the main floor. Let's have a look at that. Let's go to our 3D view. Let's take this roof. Oh, well, you can see that there it is. There's that hole in the floor right there. Because when you select something, it goes transparent. I could actually go to my sunglasses and say temporarily hide this category, and then I can see there's that hole in the floor that I just created. Okay, back to my sunglasses, reset. Back to my second floor. Now I'm going to draw the stair coming up. So I'm going to go to architecture, and I'm going to go to stair. I'm going to say stair by component. That's the new super cool stairs. So from there, I'm going to say, well, this is where we really have to check our settings. So base level is top of main, even though I'm on the second floor, up to the top of the second floor. So Revit knows the difference between those two. If I hit edit type, we can see in the stair it's got our properties of minimum run, minimum tread, minimum or maximum rise 190. So just under an 8-inch rise, 10-inch tread, and tread minimum run width is 1,000. So you can't make it more narrow than 3 feet, 3.5 feet. 10-inch tread, 8-inch rise. And there's some more information on stringers and stuff you can set inside of here. So that's all pretty good. And that's this stair type. Looks good so far. And top of main up to second. So it's telling me I'm going to need 22 steps to go from A to B on this. So what I don't want to have a 22-step run. So what I'll do is I'll do 11 and then 11. Okay, and I'm gonna just draw it right in the middle here. Okay, and I want the width of the stair to be 1,200, say at least 4 feet, right? And I'm going to use the pick points is going to be the run left. So I'm on the left hand side. Watch, click, starting to drag. It's counting. Look, 12, 11. There it is. There's 11 risers. Now I'm going to switch to be the run right, because I want to be on the right hand side. Now I'm going to hover over here and click and go this way. See how I did that? Even if I go too far, it doesn't matter. As long as I hit that sweet spot, which is 22, click out. Escape, escape on the keyboard. Okay, and then I can hit finish. It's going to create that stair. It's going to put the railing, etc. in there for me. If I go to my 3D view and pick on here, make my roof transparent, there's that stair. Now I just need to position it. So I can position it again from my second floor. So from my second floor, I'm going to use my align tool and say align to the edge of the floor, this. Then align to the edge of this, this. Escape, escape. Perfect. Now I'm going to pick on the floor itself and say edit boundary, align to the edge of the stair, the hole to the edge of the stair, the hole. See, that's why I made it bigger than what I had to. Finish. Do you want it to attach? No. Escape, escape. Now, there's my stairway. And if I go to my main floor, of course, there it is there, going up. Now, maybe I wanted it to go up this way. That's easy enough fixed. I can just pick on here and flip it. And now up is on this side, which means I need to take this wall and drag it to there. Now, do I want to create a door with a vestibule in there? Yes, or do I just want an open stair? Maybe I'll just go with an open stair like that. Come around the corner, go up the stairs. Looks good. Okay, so let's do a little cross section. Let's pull our section down and cut through there. Escape, escape, double click. There's our section, there's our stair. Okay, up on the second floor, we'll have to put a little railing in there, etc. Not a big deal. And let's go to our 3D section. I wonder if it shows up. Let's turn on our crop region. Oh, not our crop region. We need to turn on our 3D section box. Look. Oh, it's being hidden. I got to hit my light bulb, grab the section box, unhide the category, hit my light bulb again. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab this section box and pull it out. So I can just enough so I can cut through. There it is. Perfect. Okay. Pick on this. And this time I'll just say hide the element instead of the category, but it's hidden regardless. Okay, the difference being is actually there's no difference. Either way, I still have to go in here and say unhide if I want to adjust it. And of course, that's going to adjust on our sheet over here. Okay, beautifully. So adding our stairway to our project with a stair by component, 1200 wide, 22 risers total.